morning. Very pleased to welcome Ms. Florence Bulté, Chief Sustainability Officer of Chalhoub Group. We are in the year of community as declared by His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed, President of the UAE, and you have this Union for Change, this very interesting initiative. Tell us more.
Well, so Unity for Change is a coalition composed of LVMH, EMAR Group, Aldar, MAF, and ourselves. And the idea behind was to recognize that we have the same sustainability challenge, and we needed to work and join our forces to together work on reducing our carbon footprint. So this coalition has been announced during the COP28. Since then, we have worked on our baseline, set some KPIs that were announced last year, actually in December. And the working group is, is ongoing, and we've set up KPIs on energy efficiency, waste management, and eco-design.
Yeah, retrofitting is a major role.
Yes.
Basically, what are the guidelines and your roadmap for that?
So historically, I mean, we've been working very closely with the malls and making sure we were following the standards and requirements. So, for example, we've worked with Majid Al Futtaim since the inception with the Green Star program. So we follow, their requirements. On the top of that, what we've been doing since 2017 and always improving the program is STEP. So STEP means Store Towards Earth Protection. It's based on the LEED certification assessment, and it's a scorecard which looks at technology, innovation, design process, waste management, sourcing material, etc. So we have a series of 18 criteria. And for each and every new stores and existing store, we are assessing them against the STEP scorecard. So what's interesting in this scorecard, so first since 2017, now it's well known within the group. I would say last year, for example, to give you numbers, we have a 97 completion rate, and most of the stores are in the silver and gold achievements, 70% of them actually. But again, we pushed it a bit further, and we have a certification ceremony for the stores who achieved the certification, which is extremely important for us because we wanted to build up the awareness on what does it mean to work in a sustainable store. What can I do as a frontliner, to make sure I'm following the waste process? I report any breaches of any issues. So making sure that we educate at the same time our team members.
We're talking here about different geographies, even within each country, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, or even across the region, Saudi Arabia, and all that. How are you getting your strategy or implementation strategy aligned?
Look, for us, it's very simple. If we go back to Unity for Change, we've developed an eco-design guidebook, which is kind of a consolidation of the malls and retailers' requirement, but we pushed the envelope. So we have 12 very strong criteria that we are asking our stores and the malls to validate. So whereas the store is in the UAE, in Qatar, in Saudi, we are asking for exactly the same criteria, and we ask our team exactly. And our team, so to be noted that it's cross-functional, so it's driven by sustainability, but we have the retail store operation, which are helping us assessing. We have our architect, of course, because they are at the origin of the fit out. But the standards belong to us, and we are making sure that wherever the stores are, we are following the same standards.
Fashion circularity. As you know, fashion is the world's #2 source of pollution, and you are very bullish with your strategy. What is your strategy in this regard?
Well, so as a retailer, we are acting on what we can control, right? So for us, it's very important to research and develop circular business models. So to give you some example, we are working on the reselling part, for example, with the pre-loved level shoes concept, where our client can sell, but also buy luxury pre-loved shoes and bags. important to note that it was not only a push from Chalhoub Group. We noticed at that time of the launch that 66% of our luxury customers in the UAE were actually ready to buy pre-loved. Hence, we launched the program, and hence it was very successful. Level shoes, to stay on the concept, also have a repair program. Again, you know, instead of discarding the item when it's repairable. So, and at that time, the cobbler in Level shoes was one of the first of its kind when it comes to luxury repair. To give you another example, we're working on rental. So in January 2024, Swarovski launched a rental program where you can, as a client, rent a striking piece of jewelry at 20% of the cost for 20 days. And again, this has proved extremely successful. And it was actually the first time it was launched in the region, the first concept in the region. Another example I can give you, together with our innovation team and leading sneakers designers, we've created Soul 3 Mates, which is a sneaker brand. And the beauty of it is that it's focusing on craftsmanship, and it's made to measure. So as a client, you order a pair of sneakers, and it's only produced when you order it. So there's no overstock, there's no overproduction. It's limited edition, so extremely valuable. The first drop was a success, was called Sirocco, and now the team is working on the second edition.
Year of Community, the S of ESG. What is your strategy? What are the top 3 points that you would like to focus on in this year?
Alors, you know, as a family business, you know, sustainability and community giving has always been at the heart of everything that we do. And we've started our community giving and employee engagement right at the beginning, at the inception of the group. Now I would say we have around 7,000 to 8,000 people involved in community giving initiatives. And we are focusing on 3 main points. First is education, because we really believe in the power of education. So we are supporting NGOs or schools from primary education to university education with scholarships, sharing of knowledge. The second is environment, because we also are convinced that to protect the environment, you need to know how the environment works. You need to realize that it's part of yourself and not something which is, you know, outside of you. So we have many initiatives to educate our team members and also their families on how can I protect, you know, tree planting, mangrove planting, beach cleanup, etc. And the last point is really responding to ad hoc crises in the region and support to cancer patients. So again, for all these pillars, we have very strong partnership with NGOs all across the region.
Florence, a lot to be done in 2025. Best of luck. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sal. Thank you.